The seventh rule that you should apply when you are in your deal and you're about to seal it, you're about to ink it, you gotta remember these things. I'm freaking trying to memorize them myself and remember, but I'm here to share with you today to remind you, hey, there's another rule that you need to apply when you're trying to close your deal, and it is always ask one more time. Okay, so this is a recurring, always happening. It can never end, it's endless, it's infinite, and it's going to give you the persistence that you need in order to wear out your customers' resistance, and they will make a decision to buy, give you money, or sign your contract. And that is always ask one more time. Now, in order for you to even be able to apply this rule, you got to know a lot of closes. I mean, I'm still learning a lot. I'm still trying to figure out so many different ways. They obviously got to be tailored to the product or service that you are selling, but you got to know what is it that they're gonna, get from you if you run into a money objection that they mentioned the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, or they got to think about it, or they got to, speak to the spouse, the MD, the CEO, the CFO, their partner, the other shareholders, the board. There's somebody else that they're going to talk to in finance department or HR. God knows what it is, manufacturing. Whoever it is they got to speak to, you got to have some closes for that. If they're going to give you an objection about time, hey man, now is not the right time, come back in a week or two, next month, next quarter, next year. You got to have an arsenal. If they give you the same objection about time, about money, or a stall, even about your product or service that you're selling, an objection, origination, or a complaint, you got to be able to swing right back in the deal and ask one more time. Even if you're walking out the door and you're like, man, I failed horribly, and they're like, shh, he's done asking one more time, you got to still be able to ask again, even when you're leaving, even if you've left for the deal. So you're gonna need to train, you're gonna need to practice, you're gonna need to rehearse, you need to have an arsenal, like an artillery of closes. Whether they tell you I need to think about it, hey, I agree with you, you should think about it. And most people need to take the time to think about their decisions before they make them. But let me share something with you. It doesn't matter whether you take 1 day, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, freaking 2 weeks, 3 months, a year to think about it, sir. You're gonna be faced with 3 questions. Is this the product that you need? Can you afford it? Am I the kind of person you want to do business with? They say I gotta speak to my spouse. I agree with you, but what if they say no? Oh well, then I know they won't say no because I just gotta speak with them because we speak about everything. Well, if you speak to them about everything, they already know that you're here, you're looking at this, you're considering it, and you already spoken to them about it. Okay, so let's do the deal. So if you know they're not gonna even say no, they won't say no, sign the deal then. Okay, how do you swing back around all the time and ask one more time? It's going to require you to practice, to drill, to rehearse, to have an arsenal of closing materials. I can't even believe that I was like, this is a rule that I was learning, and hey, I've learned it now and I'm here to share with you, and I want you to know this rule yourself so that in the next deal that you're sitting in with your customer, with your prospect, with your potential client, you know how to ask one more time. 7th rule to closing the deal: always ask one more time.